Welcome back to my channel where I flip furniture for a profit. I found this huge dresser for free, and when I say huge, I mean huge. It's literally taller than me, and I'm only 5'1". It definitely needs some love, and it has these outdated brass knobs, and there are quite a few small dings and imperfections in the wood. But overall, it's a really nice solid dresser, and I could immediately see the potential. And there actually is a reason I'm giving this one a very special makeover. Well, the customer who purchased this dresser loved it so much that they wanted another one in the same color or as close as I could get and with the same knobs. So this makeover is actually a commission order. Next up is sanding, and there is definitely a lot of it. Most of the sanding on this dresser was done by hand. I started with 80 grit sandpaper to really knock down the old finish and smooth out some of the imperfections. Then went over everything again with 100 grit to smooth it out and get it ready for the next step. It's definitely not the most exciting part of the furniture flip, and definitely not my favorite because I have fibromyalgia and carpal tunnel, but good prep makes such a difference in the finished piece. Here, I'm just wiping down some of the dust from sanding. Next up is Bondo. I'll have all the products I use in this video linked in the description. When applying Bondo, make sure you really push the product into the holes, dents, or imperfections instead of just spreading it over the top. This helps adhere properly and prevents air bubbles from being trapped underneath. If you do end up with bubbles or low spots, you may have to apply another coat or use a spot putty to smooth everything out. The goal is to get the surface as smooth as possible before moving on to primer and paint. And now it's time for more sanding. Let me tell you, my hands were hurting so bad the next day. But after applying Bondo, you have to sand everything back down smooth so the repairs blend in with the rest of the dresser. This part definitely takes some patience, but it's worth it because you want that surface as smooth as possible before moving on to primer and paint. Okay, and here's a little paper pizza my kiddo made me. I had to include it because this is real life over here, mom life of 3, and furniture flipping all happens at the same time. This thing is massive. So I gotta finish sanding this half. I already did that half. So I thought I'd lay it down and try it that way and see if it's easier just because I'm so short. I'm only 5'1". And yep, more hand sanding. At this point, I swear this dresser and I were becoming best friends because I was spending so much time with it. After all this sanding, it was time to clean up the mess. I vacuumed out the inside of all the drawers and got rid of all the sanding dust and those old cobwebs. I wanted to make sure this dresser was completely clean and ready for the next step. Next step is priming. I'm using Zinsser 123 primer because I want to seal everything properly and prevent those pesky tannins from bleeding through the paint primer Also gives the paint a better surface to stick to and helps make the finish more durable. But this time I decided to brush on the primer. I usually use a roller, but this dresser has so many little crevices and detailed areas, so I felt like a brush would do a better job of getting the primer into all those hard to reach spots. And while I'm priming, I have to ask you guys for a little help. I noticed only 80% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers, so if you're enjoying these furniture flips, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it. I'm going to be posting 2 to 3 videos a week until I reach 1,000 subscribers. Every like, comment, share, and subscribe helps my videos reach more people, so thank you for supporting my furniture flipping journey. All right, next I'm taking off all of the old handles so that I can get the drawers prepped properly. Once the handles were off, I sanded around all of the old hardware holes and then seen these dings where the hardware laid, which will have to be bondoed and sanded. And of course, I have to do this to every single one of these drawers. I'll be doing the rest of them off camera because you don't need to watch me take all of the hardware and sand every drawer. Here's the first coat on the base of the dresser. The color I'm using is Indigo Streamer from Lowe's, but I did add a little bit of black paint to make the blue deeper and richer. And you can see I'm using my old spray gun for this one. I decided to use it because it's lighter, and honestly, my wrist is already killing me from all the sanding and hand painting on this huge dresser. You can already start to see the transformation happening, but we're definitely not done yet. It'll take another coat or two to get the coverage and finished look I'm looking for. Before I put the drawers back in, I line inside of the dresser with masking paper and masking tape, which was off camera. This lets me leave the drawers slightly spaced out while I spray so I can get a good coverage without worrying about paint getting inside the drawers or all over the sides of them. It's a little extra pep, but makes spraying the dressers so much easier and keeps everything nice and clean. realized the hardware holes are too high. So back to Bondo we go. I have to fill in all of these holes, let the Bondo dry, and then sand everything smooth again. Just when you think you have everything done, nope. Now it's time for the clear coat. I'm using a matte polyurethane to protect the finish and give the dresser some extra durability. I also added a little bit of the deep blue paint to the polyurethane. I like doing this because it helps prevent any noticeable streaks or uneven areas in the clear coat. I'm putting one coat on camera and then I'll be doing 2 more coats off camera so we can get the piece properly protected. We're getting so close to the final result. Here's a quick reminder of what the dresser looked like when I started. It had outdated brass hardware, all those little dings and imperfections. It's crazy to look at this before and see how much this piece has changed. Now let's see the final result. And here's the final result. This deep blue color completely transformed this huge dresser. It has such a bold, masculine look, especially paired with these beautiful gold knobs. The gold knobs are from Amazon, and I will have them linked in the description. I absolutely love how this turned out, and it's crazy to think this started out as a free, outdated dresser. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this furniture flip. I know I did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in a few days for the next video. Bye!